Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so this is BS 7th self-sport. So I think it's the first lecture of particle physics. So let me know, I mean, somebody let me know that it is the first lecture or what. I mean, you have already taken some course before or lecture before. अच्छा चलें ठीक है. Okay, so let us start particle physics. Which one is one of the major course in the physics department in BS course, I mean BS class. So today we will see, I mean we will first of all define particle physics, and then we will see what is the significance of this course, and we will look on the course outline of this subject, and these usual things we will discuss. Okay, so actually we also call particle physics, we also known as, this is also known as the high energy physics. So it's actually a major branch of physics where we study the nature of the particles, and those are constituents of the matter. So matter is made of those particles. Okay, so this is another question, I mean, which are the fundamental particles and which are the elementary particles, and which are the particles which is composed of these elementary particles. So we will see in next lectures with the passage of time, and we will discover many things. Okay, so I would start from a very basic question on a universe, because this is actually the start of that subject. uh, when a layman or an ordinary person think of this universe. Okay, and I mean a usual question that how that universe was created. So to find out this, the answer of this question, and with the advancement of information technology and science, we developed, that was established that if we will be successful to find out building block of this matter, then we can guess something about the creation of this universe. Okay. So far, I mean, till now, in this current era, we are still unable to answer this question, because this phenomena happened very long ago, and we can predict something on the basis of the evidences we still have in our in our world, in our circumference, and we can see them, we can establish theories and predict them that this thing happen. I mean, this universe was created because of this. So, I mean, this question was asked many years ago, when even the science was not established. So, and it is carrying with the civilization, and uh, with the development of all these subjects and development of humankind. So this is very hot subject. Okay, so because everybody want to know what happened. So for this reason, a lot of effort and uh, a lot of potential was uh, was used to find out the answer of this question. Okay, example of this thing is that there are a lot of labs exist in our world which are working on this specific subject, which is related to the particle physics. Okay, so I mean, just like a CERN, I am usually giving that example because this is one of the largest facility to perform these experiments to find out the particles which exist in the universe. So CERN is actually an organization for the nuclear research, and it exists in the Europe. I mean, on the border of France and Switzerland. So it's a very large facility. It is situated on the border of these two countries, and it exists in kilometers. So I have given your other classes of particle physics this assignment that you must find out what is CERN, actually, CERN, and find out online, I mean, whatever the resources you are using, and I will have then some questions there. Find out, I mean, what the people are doing there, what are their achievements, what kind of scientists are working there, and now, I mean, what is the contribution of at least for the Pakistan in this field? So we have developed many things concerning particle physics, and we have also contributed in particle physics in CERN lab financially as well, and Pakistan is actually associated member of that research facility. In the field of particle physics, there is another name from Pakistan who contributed a lot, Dr. Abdus Salam, and he strengthened many ideas at that time, and namely on the grand unification theory. Okay, we will see what is it. So, I mean, in usual understanding of particle physics, we also know some particles which we are dealing with and studying the subjects related on them. For example, electron, proton, neutron. हाँ भाई आलमगीर, I don't know. I mean, I have a better internet here, so I don't know why you can.
सर आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही.
हाँ जी, किसी और को भी शिकायत है ये?
सर इसकी अपनी आवाज हम तक कट के आ रही है. सर आपकी आवाज बिल्कुल क्लियर है. आलमगीर की अपनी आवाज हम तक बफर होके आ रही है सर.
हाँ, यही मैं बेसिकली कह रहा हूँ कि मेरे पास कनेक्शन जो है वो भैया सही है, अपना ठीक करो और उसको कोई इसमें लेके आओ कि वो बेहतर कनेक्शन आपके पास हो. सो आई हैवंट एनी प्रॉब्लम. आई इफ आई विल फील एनी प्रॉब्लम आई विल लेट यू नो दैट द कनेक्शन इज नॉट good here. So you must do better. I mean, you must have better internet connection in your home as well. Okay. So we were okay. So there are fundamental particles which already we know, and if these are sufficient to understand what is the construction of the matter, and all these three particles are sufficient, so then why we are studying particle physics? So the answer, I mean, the quick answer is that there do exist other particles which is responsible for the creation of this universe. Okay, so we will see what are those particles and so on. I mean, in next lectures we will start learning those things. So what we will do in the beginning, we'll start learning historical background of particle physics, because it's a long journey from electron 2 onwards, for the latest development in particle physics, we will learn at least, I mean, which particles were discovered and theoretically before they were predicted, or either they were experimentally observed, and then what are the classification of those particles, because they have different classification with which they belong to different groups of particles. So we will see them later. So that is actually significance. I mean, that's what I am saying concerning the significance of this subject, because it is a very people have interest at large in this subject, and I mean everybody wanna know questions like how the universe was created, what happened in the beginning of time, like Big Bang theory, and how the universe was look like in the beginning of this existence of this universe, and so on. I mean, there are a lot of questions which are still unanswered, but these are very important questions people want to know. Okay, so this is actually importance of this subject. And there are a lot of other branches of this subject as well, where we understood I mean, the application of this this subject, like a nuclear physics. So that is also a one part which can be uncovered with the help of the understanding of these particles. Now I want to share some information concerning the course outline, which I will provide you along with the first chapter of Griffith's book chapter, which will be a textbook for us, and I will provide you on LMS webpage. I will upload those materials in coming days, or I have planned it doing today evening. So maybe by the evening you will have all these resources. Now for course outline, first of all, we will learn what is particle, and we will make a journey of all historical background of this particle, and then classification of those particles. Just like, I mean, there are several particles which I can name, like right now. What are the, I mean, leptons, hadrons, baryons, mesons, quarks, and so on. So there are some particles which even we didn't hear of them till now. So what are the interaction between these particles, and what are the role of forces? Because you know there are 4 forces exist exist. One we call it electromagnetic force, strong force, weak force, and of course gravitational force. Okay, so then we will learn what is scattering, and what are the symmetries involved in this subject, and then transformation laws, conservation laws, and group theory, and parity, and so on. I mean, there is a lot of things we should understand, and there are specific models based on these theories, which we call standard model or quark model, and so on. I will provide this course outline too on that website, on LMS website, and along with the chapter which you are going to study from tomorrow, and first chapter, which is historical background of these elementary particles. So you can learn many things on online as well. Okay. So concerning CERN, I mean, I will switch back to the comments I made for CERN lab. So let me discover a few things concerning CERN, which is a very large facility. I mean, where we are performing a lot more experiments there. And in 2012, there was a breakthrough that a very important particle was discovered, which was predicted long ago by Higgs, and that particle is named as Higgs boson. So in 2012 in CERN it was developed, it was observed experimentally, okay, which was predicted theoretically by Higgs many years ago, and the Nobel Prize was awarded to that guy. And there are a lot of facilities, there are a lot of departments in this lab, because scientists from nuclear research and from the particle physics, from general physics, from chemistry, from computer scientists and biologists, a lot of departments involved in this facility. And one interesting thing, which is actually not related to the particle physics, is that website was actually developed, which we call WWW, World Wide Web, was developed in CERN, which has no connection actually with the particle physics or related subjects. But because there were a lot of computer scientists there, they developed that thing there. And then a lot of particles were discovered in this lab after experimentation, and and there are a lot of accelerators there as well. So you guys must know, I mean, what is that facility and what people are doing there. So further search must be made by you guys today, so that I can have some information tomorrow by asking your questions, and you will answer them. So you must know that what is CERN. Okay. I am actually searching for Pakistan. When they, yes, in 2015 we become the associate member from 2015. Okay, very recently. I mean, only there for 5 years, and we have contributed a bit to establish this facility in Europe. Okay, so any question if you have concerning the course, concerning the significance of this subject, concerning the course outline, or any other question, then you can raise your hand, and then I will open your mic, or you can open yourself as well. So you can ask those questions if you want. Yes, Irfan. Okay. Okay, so there is no question. I think everything is clear. So next day we are going to start historical background of particle physics. That's what I explained, Samar Abbas, that why we are studying particle physics, to answer those questions which are still unanswered. I mean, after the development of at large in this field of physics, field of science, we are still unable to answer those questions. Then that why I mean, how the universe was created. I mean, nobody can answer this question right now, because people think that if we will understand the building block of this matter and the universe, then we may find out some clue to answer that question. Okay, so I mean, this is only one question I asked. I have narrated here. I have put through here, but there are a lot of questions related to this question. We will discover it during the time with the passage of time we will learn of the particles. Okay, so we will see, I mean, what kind of questions were asked from time to time from the scientists, from the ordinary people, so you will understand them better. But this is enough. I mean, this is a very big question, that why this, I mean, how this universe was made, how this earth was made. And so there are several questions related to it. I have given all the answers which you have asked right now. I mean, what will be the book, and what send us the course on WhatsApp, and so on. So these all things will be available on LMS web page. So I am not sending you individually everything. Everything will be available on web page. You can download there, do whatever you want. So the significance in one word, once again, Alamgir, I am saying that answer this question, that how the universe was created, then you can understand what is importance of this subject, which is particle physics. Okay, we actually want to know what is the basic of the matter. Okay, so this question is still unanswered. Nobody answered this question. So maybe Alamgir will be the first one who can answer this question. I mean, Asad Hussain asked that as a Muslim, we can't believe on Big Bang Theory. So, I mean, this is one thing. In the earlier stage, I also asked this, that it is a matter of believers and non-believers. Okay, so being a Muslim, we have other things, but I mean, the clear evidence is that that was a suitable environment for humankind, and the human came here. And but the materialists and non-believers, they want to know that what happened in the very beginning, when the universe, there was no universe, and just the universe was created. Then what happened? So, I mean, the non-believers cannot, they cannot actually understand on which grounds we established our concept that the universe was made. Okay, so this is another story, and we will discover it later. Yes, I can see a lot of people, a lot of students are very curious, and this is called actually physics. The curiosity is another name of physics. So we will discover, I mean, by the passage of time, when we study further the particle physics, then we will try to answer those questions. So next lecture, I am going to start the historical background of elementary particles, and I have given you a little assignment. So try to find out information on CERN. Okay, so if you haven't any question further, then I will finish my lecture right now. Need based